Hey everyone, welcome back to English Podcast Adventures. I'm Michael.
And I'm Sophia. Today we're diving into something super important, job interviews in English.
Oh yeah, this is a big one. If you're learning English and you want to work in an English-speaking country or even just work for an international company, you need these skills.
Exactly. We're going to role-play different interview scenarios today. You'll hear different types of job applicants, some nervous, some overconfident, and some way too formal.
And after each role play, we'll break down the vocabulary and expressions so you can use them in real life. Speaking of real life, there's a free PDF in the description with all the key phrases from today's episode.
Now, here's the thing. Our videos are only getting around 60 to 80 views, and honestly, that's not fair to all the English learners out there who could benefit from this content.
Right now, we've got 163 amazing subscribers, which is great, but come on, we're trying to hit 1,000. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed yet, you're basically holding us hostage here. Hit that button, help us escape.
We're trapped. But seriously, if you find this helpful, please like, comment, and share this episode. It really helps us reach more learners.
All right, let's jump into our first scenario. Sophia, you're going to be the HR manager, and I'll be a nervous job applicant. This is for a marketing assistant position.
Good morning. You must be Michael. I'm Sarah from HR. Please come in and have a seat.
Oh, yes. Hi. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here. Well, nervous too, but should I sit here? Is this chair okay?
Of course, anywhere is fine. Can I get you some water or coffee?
Water would be great. Thank you. Sorry, this is my first big interview in English, so I'm a bit, nervous.
That's completely normal. Take your time. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Michael. Obviously, you know that already. I studied marketing at university, and I really love creative projects. I mean, I think I'm good at them. I've done some work with social media, but maybe not as much as other people. I don't know if that's enough experience for this job.
That sounds interesting. What kind of social media work have you done?
Well, I helped my friend's small business with their Instagram. I created posts, and I think I increased their followers by about 200 people in 3 months. Is that good? I'm not sure if that's impressive or not.
That's a solid start. Now, why do you want to work for our company specifically?
Well, I researched your company online, and you seem really nice. I mean, professional, not just nice. I read that you work with different brands, and I think that would be really good experience for me. I want to learn more about marketing, and I hope you could teach me.
Well, thank you, Michael. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh, should I have questions? I mean, yes. What's it like working here? Is that a good question to ask?
That's a perfectly fine question. We'll be in touch soon. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Have a great day.
Okay, so that was our nervous applicant. Michael, you really nailed that nervous energy.
Thanks. It wasn't hard to role play. I remember my first English job interview. I was exactly like that.
So let's break this down. First, let's talk about what the nervous applicant did wrong, and then the useful vocabulary.
Right. The biggest problem was lacking confidence. Phrases like, I think I'm good at them, with that questioning tone, or, is that good? I'm not sure if that's impressive. These show you don't believe in yourself.
Exactly. In an interview, you want to sound confident about your abilities. Instead of, I think I'm good at creative projects, say, I'm good at creative projects, or I have strong creative skills.
Another issue was over-apologizing and being too self-deprecating. I said things like, maybe not as much experience as other people, and I don't know if that's enough. Don't put yourself down in an interview.
Good point. Now let's look at some useful vocabulary from that role play. We heard, I'm excited to be here. That's a great opening phrase. It shows enthusiasm.
Yes, and I appreciate your time at the end is very polite and professional. You should always thank the interviewer.
We also heard solid start. That's what the HR manager said about the social media work. Solid means good, reliable, strong. That's a solid foundation. Or you have solid experience.
Another useful phrase was specifically in the question, why do you want to work for our company specifically? This word adds emphasis. It means you want to know exactly why this company, not just any company.
Right. And the nervous applicant said, I researched your company online. The verb research is important for job interviews. You should always research the company before an interview.
One more thing, the question, what's it like working here? This is actually a good question to ask. It shows you're interested in the company culture.
Perfect. Now, let's move to our second scenario. This time, I'll be the overconfident applicant, and Michael, you're the HR manager. This is for a sales representative position.
Professional. Good afternoon, Sophia. I'm Tom, the hiring manager. Thanks for coming in today.
Tom, great to meet you, buddy. I have to say, your office is nice, but I've seen better. I just came from an interview at Google. Now that was impressive.
Oh, okay. Well, please have a seat. Let's start with you telling me about yourself.
Absolutely. Where do I even begin? I'm basically a sales machine. Last year, I broke every single record at my previous company. They'd never seen anyone like me. I increased sales by 300%, and that was just in my first 6 months.
That's impressive. Can you tell me more specifically about how you achieved those results?
Oh, I have a natural talent for sales. People just trust me immediately. I can sell ice to an Eskimo, as they say. I don't really need training or anything. I just have this gift.
I see. Now, this position requires working closely with a team. How do you handle collaboration?
Well, I'm definitely a team player, but let's be honest. I usually end up leading the team because I'm the most experienced. At my last job, my colleagues always came to me for advice. I was basically doing my manager's job.
Right. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
Weakness? That's a funny question. I guess if I had to pick something, I'd say I'm too perfect for most jobs. I get bored easily when things are too easy for me. That's why I'm looking for new challenges. Though I'm not sure this position will be challenging enough, to be honest.
I see. Do you have any questions about the role or our company?
Not really. I mean, I already know I can do this job with my eyes closed. The real question is, what can you offer me? What's the salary? And when can I start? I'm pretty busy, so if you want me, you'll need to move fast. I have 3 other offers on the table.
Well, we'll review all candidates and get back to you soon. Thank you for your time.
No problem. I'll wait for your call, but don't take too long. I'm in high demand. See you later, Tom.
Wow, that was painful to listen to.
I felt so uncomfortable playing that character. Nobody wants to hire someone like that.
Before we break this down, let me just say, if you're enjoying this episode, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
By the way, we're still at 163 subs. If we get to 1,000, we promise to, okay, maybe not skydive, but we'll celebrate like we did. Help us get there.
Seriously though, your likes and comments really help other English learners find this content. We put a lot of work into making these episodes helpful and fun.
All right, let's break down that disaster of an interview.
So the overconfident applicant made so many mistakes. Where do we even start?
The biggest problem was being disrespectful and arrogant. Calling me interviewer buddy and saying, I've seen better about the office, that's just rude.
Right. In an interview, you should be respectful and professional. Use formal titles like Mr. Smith or Ms. Johnson, unless they specifically tell you to use their first name.
Another huge mistake was making claims without evidence. Saying you increased sales by 300% sounds impressive, but when the interviewer asked for details, the applicant just said, "I have natural talent."
Exactly. If you mention achievements, be ready to explain how you did it. Give specific examples and details.
And that answer to "what's your biggest weakness" was terrible. Saying "I'm too perfect" or "I get bored when things are easy." That's not showing self-awareness, that's just bragging.
A good weakness answer shows you're working to improve yourself. Something like, I used to struggle with public speaking, but I've been taking a presentation course and I'm getting much better.
Let's talk vocabulary now. We heard natural talent. This means an ability you're born with. It's okay to mention your talents, but don't make it sound like you don't need to work hard.
We also heard the idiom, sell ice to an Eskimo. This means you can convince anyone to buy anything, even something they don't need. It's about being very persuasive in sales.
The applicant said, "I'm in high demand." This means many employers want to hire you. But even if this is true, don't say it in an interview. It sounds arrogant.
Another phrase was team player. This is very common in job interviews. It means someone who works well with others and puts the team's success first.
And we heard, "I have 3 other offers on the table." The phrase "on the table" means available or being considered. But again, mentioning this in an interview can sound like you're pressuring them to decide quickly.
One more, self-awareness. This means understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. Employers love candidates who show self-awareness because it means you can learn and grow.
All right, time for our third and final scenario. Michael, you're back to being the HR manager, and I'll be the overly formal applicant. This is for a customer service position.
Good morning. You must be Sophia. I'm David from the customer service department. Please come in.
Good morning, Mr. David. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance on this most auspicious day. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for granting me this invaluable opportunity to present myself before your esteemed organization.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very, formal. Please just call me David and have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
I am most grateful for your benevolent hospitality, sir. I shall endeavor to occupy this chair with the utmost respect and decorum. Might I inquire if the temperature in this room is to your satisfaction?
The temperature is fine, thanks. So, Sophia, tell me a bit about yourself. And please just speak naturally. This isn't a formal presentation.
Certainly, Mr. David. I am Sophia Elizabeth Thompson, a dedicated and industrious individual who has devoted considerable time to the pursuit of academic excellence and professional development. I have obtained my bachelor's degree in communications with the highest academic honors, graduating summa cum laude.
That's great. Communications is perfect for customer service. Have you worked with customers before?
Indeed, I have had the distinct pleasure of engaging with members of the general public in various professional capacities. During my previous employment at a retail establishment, I consistently demonstrated my commitment to providing exemplary customer service while maintaining the highest standards of professional conduct and ethical behavior.
Right, so you worked in retail. That's good experience. Can you give me a specific example of how you helped a difficult customer?
Ah, yes, I recall one particular incident most vividly. A patron approached my workstation in a state of considerable distress regarding a defective product. Rather than responding with impatience or frustration, I employed active listening techniques and demonstrated empathy for their predicament. I then proceeded to implement a comprehensive solution that resulted in complete customer satisfaction and preserved the reputation of our establishment.
Okay, but what exactly did you do? What was the specific solution?
Well, I engaged in diplomatic negotiations with my supervisor to authorize a full monetary reimbursement, and I also provided the customer with additional compensation in the form of store credit to demonstrate our commitment to customer satisfaction and retention.
So you got them a refund and some store credit. That sounds like good problem solving. Now, why do you want to work for our company?
Your organization has established itself as a paragon of excellence in the industry, with an impeccable reputation for integrity and innovation. I believe that my professional qualifications and unwavering dedication to excellence would make me a valuable addition to your distinguished team.
Well, Sophia, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, if I may be so bold as to inquire, what aspects of working for this organization bring you the greatest professional fulfillment? And is it always okay to be so formal here, or do people usually speak more casually?
That's actually a great question. We definitely appreciate professionalism, but we also want people to feel comfortable and be themselves. Thank you for coming in today, Sophia.
The pleasure has been entirely mine, David. I thank you most sincerely for your time and consideration.
Okay, that was actually kind of endearing. The overly formal applicant was trying so hard to be professional.
I felt like I was in a Shakespeare play. But you're right, at least this applicant was polite and respectful, unlike our overconfident friend.
The main problem with being too formal is that it sounds unnatural and can make you seem out of touch with modern workplace culture.
Exactly. Most workplaces today want people who can be professional, but also personable and easy to work with.
Let's talk about what worked and what didn't. The good thing was showing respect and politeness. The applicant also had good qualifications and gave a decent example of customer service.
Right. And I loved that question at the end. Is it always okay to be so formal here, or do people usually speak more casually?
That's actually a great question. We definitely appreciate professionalism, but we also want people to feel comfortable and be themselves. Thank you for coming in today, Sophia.
The pleasure has been entirely mine, David. I thank you most sincerely for your time and consideration.
Now for what didn't work. Using phrases like most auspicious day and your esteemed organization sounds like you're reading from a 19th century novel.
And I shall endeavor to occupy this chair. Just say, thanks, I'll sit down. Keep it simple and natural.
Let's break down some vocabulary. We heard make your acquaintance. This is a very formal way to say meet you. In most interviews, just say nice to meet you.
We also heard summa cum laude. This is Latin for with highest honors. It's okay to mention this if you graduated with honors, but you don't need the Latin unless you're applying to a very academic position.
The phrase active listening techniques is actually useful. This means really paying attention to what someone is saying and showing that you understand. It's a great skill for customer service.
Another good one was empathy. This means understanding and sharing someone else's feelings. Employers love to hear that you have empathy, especially for customer-facing roles.
We heard diplomatic negotiations. This is a fancy way to say, I talked to my supervisor politely. You can just say, I spoke with my manager or I discussed it with my supervisor.
The applicant mentioned being a valuable addition to your team. This phrase is actually perfect for interviews. It shows you're thinking about how you can help the company.
And paragon of excellence, this means a perfect example of something. It's too fancy for most interviews. Just say, your company has an excellent reputation, or I really respect your company's work.
Before we wrap up, let's quickly recap some of the best phrases you can actually use in your interviews.
Great idea. For opening greetings, thank you for meeting with me today. I'm excited to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
For talking about your experience, I have experience in, I'm skilled at, I've successfully, and I've learned how to.
For showing interest in the company, I researched your company and I'm particularly interested in, I'd love to contribute to, and your company's mission aligns with.
For asking questions, what does a typical day look like? What opportunities are there for growth? What do you enjoy most about working here? And what are the biggest challenges facing the team?
And for closing the interview, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm very interested in this position. And is there anything else you'd like to know about me?
Let's quickly cover some tricky interview questions and how to handle them.
First one, what's your biggest weakness? Don't say, I'm too perfect like our overconfident applicant. Choose a real weakness, but show how you're working on it.
For example, I used to get nervous giving presentations, but I joined a public speaking club, and now I actually enjoy presenting to groups.
Another tricky one is, why did you leave your last job? Stay positive. Don't complain about your old boss or company. Focus on what you're looking for in a new role.
Right. Say something like, I learned a lot in my previous role, but I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow my skills.
Here's a weird one that sometimes comes up. If you were an animal, what would you be? This tests your creativity and how you think about yourself.
Just pick an animal that has qualities related to the job. For teamwork jobs, maybe a dolphin because they're intelligent and work well in groups. For leadership roles, an eagle because they have vision and can see the big picture.
And if they ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Don't say, in your job. Show ambition, but also loyalty to the company.
Try, I see myself having grown professionally and taking on more responsibilities, hopefully within this organization. I'd love to become someone that junior colleagues come to for guidance.
Let's finish with our top tips for interview success.
Number 1, prepare. Research the company, practice common questions, and prepare your own questions to ask them.
Number 2, be yourself, but be your professional self. You want to show your personality while still being respectful and appropriate.
Number 3, tell stories. Instead of just listing skills, give specific examples of when you used those skills. Stories are memorable.
Number 4, show enthusiasm. Employers want people who actually want to be there, not just anyone who needs a job.
Number 5, listen carefully to the questions and answer what they're actually asking. Don't just give rehearsed responses.
And number 6, follow up. Send a thank you email within 24 hours. It shows professionalism and keeps you in their mind.
One last thing, dress appropriately. When in doubt, it's better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. And arrive 10 to 15 minutes early, not too early, and definitely not late.
All right, everyone, that's a wrap on our interview episode. I hope these role plays and tips help you feel more confident in your next English interview.
Remember, the key is finding that balance. Be professional, but natural. Confident, but humble. Prepared, but flexible.
Don't forget to grab that free PDF in the description. It has the key phrases and tips from today's episode, plus some bonus interview vocabulary we didn't have time to cover.
And hey, if this episode helped you, please share it with other English learners. We're still working on getting from 163 to 1,000 subscribers, and every share helps us reach more people who could benefit from this content.
Seriously, if everyone watching this episode just hit the like button and subscribed, we'd be at our goal tomorrow. Come on, help us break free from the 163 subscriber prison.
And leave us a comment. Tell us about your interview experiences, or let us know what English topics you'd like us to cover next.
Before you go, click the video on the screen to watch another episode. We've got tons of content to help you improve your English skills.
Thanks for listening to English Podcast Adventures. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, you've got this.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.